watching Local 33 News today.
Hey there, friends. Good morning and happy Friday. Thanks so much for being with us for Local 33 News today. I'm Jaron Jordan.
I'm Crystal Whitman, and our meteorologist Ashley Ruiz is keeping an eye out on those weather conditions. And y'all, it's Friday. Y'all put up with me for exactly 1 week.
And we have loved it.
We love you.
Almost as great as the weather that we've had this week.
Oh, it's been pretty fabulous, I would say, you guys. I mean, yes, it was foggy yesterday, but once the fog began to clear out, it was really, really nice. We hit a high near 75 yesterday. Today, pretty much the same, except we're going to have more clouds in place. But the good news this morning, we're not seeing widespread dense fog. Yes, fog will be an issue at times, but still not seeing anything too terribly dense. 53 right now. So today, maybe grab the umbrella. I'm saying put it in the back seat, especially if you might be at work late tonight or you're going shopping late tonight, because rain chances will increase. But during the day, we should be mostly dry. As for the light jacket, just this morning, again, because it is going to be quite mild. Sunglasses and maybe a few extra minutes for your morning drive. So the National Weather Service did go ahead and cancel the dense fog advisory for a good portion of the area, because the dense fog just has not really developed overnight, except to our east, mainly east of I-55, just very patchy in nature this morning. And again, you can see some low clouds, but they're really not too close to the surface to really lower our visibility at the moment. So just some low clouds this morning, staying dry. Temperatures to our east in the 40s, and then the rest of us are in the 50s and 60s. So the next 12 hours, we are looking at a warm up into the low and mid 70s, and we'll see a mix of clouds and sunshine today. Rain chance really doesn't increase until late tonight. And I'm saying late night, overnight. That's when rain chances increase. And yesterday, I was talking about the potential for some wet weather on Sunday. It's looking like a sure bet now. I'll give you all the details and time it out coming up in a few minutes. Jaron?
Okay, Ashley, thank you. An independent panel has voted overwhelmingly in favor of recommending Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine. Now it's up to the Food and Drug Administration to decide whether to grant emergency use authorization, and that decision could come in just a few hours. That means we could see some of the first vaccines in Louisiana as early as this weekend. According to that independent panel, FDA research indicates the coronavirus vaccine is 95% effective, but there are some concerns over whether the vaccine is safe for people with severe allergies. Those concerns come after 2 British nurses experienced allergic reactions to the vaccine. Pfizer officials say these concerns pose no serious risk for the general public.
There were no substantive differences in standard MEDRA queries in numbers between the BNT construct and the placebo groups analyzed on the 38,000 subject database. So within the clinical trial, we've actually not seen evidence to suggest a signal related to allergic reaction to the vaccine.
FDA officials say they may include a warning label with the vaccine that says appropriate medical treatment will need to be made available to manage allergic reactions related to the vaccine. The FDA's decision on emergency use authorization could come today. And with the FDA's final approval on the horizon, Baton Rouge residents are sounding off on whether they feel safe taking the vaccine. While some people say they're confident in the progress made by scientists, others say it's too soon to know all of the risk associated with the drug.
I think in the future, yes, because I do trust science and I trust the FDA to test things out and make sure that it's safe for us to a certain extent, but I'm not just going to probably be open to just being the first one in line.
Frontline healthcare workers and nursing home residents and staff are expected to get the vaccine first.
And Governor John Bel Edwards says he's optimistic about the COVID-19 vaccine. NBC Local 33's Courtney Williams joins us more with what to expect for that vaccine here in Louisiana. Good morning, Courtney.
Hey, good morning to you guys. Well, Governor Edwards did mention that there is light at the end of the tunnel, but there's still ways to go. So during his Thursday afternoon press conference, he did talk about that vaccine and when it will be given out here in the state of Louisiana. He said healthcare workers could get those shots as early as this weekend, and it's estimated that about 200,000 people could receive the first of 2 injections by the end of December, and about 40% of that number would include residents and staff of nursing homes and other long-term care facilities.
Everyone is going to eventually obviously have the opportunity, and I do hope that everyone will take advantage of the opportunity they're going to have to be vaccinated. But because the vaccine is going to come in smaller amounts initially, it was necessary to establish priority groups for the first vaccinations.
The Louisiana Department of Health says the state will receive its first shipment of the vaccines in the coming weeks, but vaccinating most of the state could take well into next year. So if you want to know more information, you can head over to our website at brproud.com, or you can download our free BR Proud app. Reporting live at the state capitol, Courtney Williams, NBC Local 33 News.
Okay, thank you, Courtney. Well, now let's take a look at the latest coronavirus numbers across our state. The Department of Health confirms over 2,500 new cases of COVID-19, most of them from community spread. Some good news this morning. Hospitalizations have taken a slight dip while ventilator usage remains about the same. Unfortunately, 40 more people have died from COVID-19 complications. The U.S. has reached another grim milestone in the fight against COVID-19. New numbers show that the country has marked a new single-day record in COVID-related deaths. NBC News reports that the U.S. saw over 3,100 deaths Thursday. That beats the single-day record set back in May. Daily cases were also up on Thursday, with the U.S. reporting 229,928 new infections. Overall, the country has seen over 15.6 million cases of COVID-19 since February and over 292,000 deaths. And new unemployment numbers signal that the U.S. economy could be taking another turn for the worse. The U.S. Labor Department reports that jobless claims jumped last week by more than 100,000, continuing claims also rising for 2 weeks straight. The new report comes just 2 weeks before unemployment benefits are set to expire for millions of Americans. Experts say these numbers reflect a job market continuing to struggle amid coronavirus surges and state restrictions.
Well, happening today in Baton Rouge, it is graduation day on the Bluff, and because of the pandemic, seniors at Southern University will be walking across the stage at the A.W. Mumford Stadium. It's the first time commencement has been held there in 20 years. University officials say the move adds more space for social distancing. Tickets are required and everyone will have to wear a face mask. Temperatures will also be checked before entering the stadium. Graduation starts at noon today. It will be streamed online. We have a link to stream the services on our website, brproud.com. Still ahead, the federal government has now carried out its 9th execution this year, while advocates are calling for justice and an end to death sentences.
Let's get a first check on the traffic. Here's I-12 in Denham Springs, I-12 at 4H. Things are looking fine. Visibility's not bad at the moment. In fact, we no longer have a dense fog advisory in place for at least most of the area. Quick check on the ways showing that things are pretty quiet so far this morning, whether you're headed toward the North Shore, New Orleans, or even toward Lafayette. Your traffic is sponsored by Peyton Murphy at the Murphy Law Firm. We'll be right back.
Now, your weather forecast with meteorologist Ashley Ruiz.
Good morning, friends, and a very happy Friday. Is now 5:12 in your weather headlines. Some patchy fog through the mid-morning hours. Not going to be widespread dense fog like Thursday. And we are looking at the potential for showers to begin to move in late tonight and then passing through the area by Saturday morning. It's not going to be a complete and total loss on our Saturday. In fact, second half of the day is looking just fine. Rain returns to the forecast once again on Sunday. So I'll explain all of that in a minute. But looking at the visibility map this morning, where we are seeing the densest fog and the lowest visibilities right now, mainly in St. Tammany and Washington Parish. Not seeing any major issues here in the capital city, but we could still have a few patchy spots where visibility is very low. And the reason why I say that is because we do have some good low cloud cover at this time, but it's just really not going all the way down to the surface just yet. So we'll continue to monitor it for you. I would still add at least 5 minutes, 5-10 extra minutes to your morning drive. As for temperatures this morning, we have 40s along and east of I-55, whereas the rest of us in the 50s and 60s. So we are trending warmer this morning. Today is going to be quite mild. Temperatures are going to be in the low and mid 70s with an onshore wind. So we are going to have winds out of the south. High pressures now to our east. So we have an onshore wind just fueling the atmosphere ahead of our next system, which is still out to our west. It is going to begin to move into the area tonight, and the cold front will pass through by tomorrow. So rain chance tomorrow is around 40%. And this is for early in the day. So rain chance will be the highest overnight. You're not going to see that on the 7-day, so you will see 40% and then early, because it is going to be an early morning threat for rain. Rain chances increase back to 60% on Sunday, and so that's going to be during the second half of the day. Monday we're dry, and then Tuesday we'll see a few showers as well. Walking you through the future cast, we will start to see an increase in cloud cover today, and we could squeeze out a shower during the afternoon. It's just not looking likely. But as we head into the late night hours, this is midnight, a line of showers, maybe some thunderstorms will begin to push into the area after midnight, give or take an hour or so. And the current run of the future cast has the line moving through our area before sunrise tomorrow. So it may wake you up, some heavy rain, maybe a few claps of thunder. And then as we head through the daybreak time and then past sunrise, it looks as though the line will begin to push out of our area, and then we could even see some sunshine for the second half of our Saturday. You won't have to worry about rain for Saturday evening plans. Walking you through the future cast into Sunday, we're dry in the morning, but then we see clouds increase ahead of another system, and then our rain's going to increase from west to east as we head into the late afternoon, evening, and then overnight. So if you have any evening plans on Sunday, you may want to reconsider that, because rain chances will be much higher by then. Now, I put it in a planner for you. So again, early morning rain, only a 10% chance for showers. During the afternoon, evening, temperatures will be in the lower 70s. Then Sunday, a 20% chance for rain during the morning, and then increasing to 60% by the evening and overnight hours. And then a cold front passes Sunday night. Look at the temperatures on Monday. So if you're not a fan of this warm weather, we're back down to 55 degrees for a high on Monday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, temperatures will only be in the 50s and 60s. Let's get another check on the traffic this morning. Here's a look at the Mississippi River Bridge. You see in both directions things are moving fine. Just some patchy fog on the river this morning. Not seeing any terribly low visibility or anything concerning at this time. Your traffic is sponsored by Peyton Murphy at the Murphy Law Firm. Crystal?
Alrighty, thank you, Ashley. The United States has carried out its 9th execution this year, despite 11th-hour attempts for a court intervention. Last night, 40-year-old Brandon Bernard died of lethal injection. Dana Wickham-Peck reports on the moments leading up to that execution.
After about a 3-hour delay, Brandon Bernard put to death here at the federal prison in Terre Haute by lethal injection by 9:27 p.m. He spoke for about 3 minutes before he was executed. He was very calm. He was very remorseful. He apologized to his family. He apologized to the victims' families, and he asked for forgiveness. His final words, "I'm sorry. That's the only words I can say that completely capture how I feel now and how I felt that day. Back in 1999, Bernard and 4 other gang members, they carjacked Todd and Stacy Bagley. They drove around with the Bagleys in the trunk of that vehicle while they used their ATM cards to try to get money. Eventually, one of Bernard's accomplices shot the Bagleys, and then Bernard set the car on fire. At trial, it was shown that Todd Bagley died immediately from the gunshot wound, but that Stacy died from the car fire. That accomplice who shot the Bagleys, Christopher Villalba, also executed here at the federal prison back in September. Reporting from Terre Haute, Indiana, I'm Dana Winklepleck.
Bernard's case received worldwide attention, with several anti-death penalty groups and high-profile figures calling for the Supreme Court to delay the death sentence. Bernard is the youngest person in nearly 7 decades to be put to death by the federal government. One protester explained why she's calling for justice and an end to executions.
It is literally 2020. We have hindsight, and we know that Brandon Bernard is not the worst of the worst. And people are finally getting access to these individuals and getting their stories out there because people are finally speaking up.
Bernard was the 9th person to be put to death by the federal government this year. The Trump administration plans to carry out 4 more death sentences before President-elect Joe Biden takes office next month. Still ahead, a surprise prospect for the LSU Tigers just 6 days ahead of signing day. How the rising recruit could bring some much-needed heat to Death Valley. That's next in your Go Nation Sports Report.
Now, sports with Brian Holland.
How about some of those future Tigers en route to campus? Now just 5 days away from signing day. Plenty of local products hoping to suit up one day in the purple and gold. But none maybe bigger in the Baton Rouge area, at least, than Brian Thomas Jr. We've watched Thomas continue to shine, rise up some of those recruiting rankings from Walker High School here in the area. Thomas rated as one of the top 10 or 15 wide receivers in the country. And boy, as it always seems to around here, comes down to an LSU-Alabama battle.
Brian's a guy that is as talented as any prospect in the state for this class. Just, I mean, an absolute physical freak to run the way he runs at his size and be able to make the type of plays that he can make anywhere they put him on the field, because he does it on defense too. But as a pass catcher, there's no team in the country that wouldn't want him, and we'll see where he ends up. But it's going to be another one of those battles likely to come down to an LSU versus Bama sort of situation, but A&M and Georgia trying to stay involved as well.
Yeah, you'd hate to see him or any others go from Louisiana to Alabama or maybe Georgia, as you see the top, well, 7 as they sit right now, 5 days away from signing day. If they do sign him, though, maybe LSU jumps a team like Georgia into the top 3. But don't forget, we're going to have all of your signing day coverage right here, 5, 6, 10 Louisiana Go Nation, and check it on brproud.com. But you can also sign up for those signing day alerts with the free BR Proud app. All right, that's a look at your Go Nation Sports this morning. Everyone have a great Friday.
During the holiday season, many people may be in a giving spirit and wanting to make donations to charity. And this week's Money Talks, Chad Olivier explains the new charitable tax rule that applies to everyone, regardless of whether you itemize your deductions.
This is Money Talks with Chad Olivier. Sponsored by Olivier Group.
Hi, this is Chad Olivier, Certified Financial Planner with Olivier Group. Now that we're into the month of December and the end of the year is approaching, you may be considered making end-of-the-year charitable donations. For many charities, the challenges of 2020 created much more need than ever before. There can be tax implications created by making charitable donations. The CARES Act legislation passed this year made changes to deducting charitable contributions, including allowing a $300 above-the-line charitable deduction for all taxpayers, whether or not they itemize deductions. And for those taxpayers that do itemize deductions, the CARES Act temporarily suspended the limits on charitable contributions. It is also important to be cautious and make sure that the charity you're supporting is legitimate. Do your research. All federally tax-exempt nonprofits in the U.S. are required to file a public tax return called a 990. This form can be accessed on the IRS website. Any conversation about charitable giving should include qualified charitable distributions for 2020. These are a tax-efficient way to make charitable gifts because they reduce taxable IRA balances at no tax cost. The name Qualified Charitable Distribution refers to a direct transfer of IRA funds to a qualifying charity. This option is available to qualified IRA owners and beneficiaries aged 70 and a half or older. These distributions are limited to $100,000 per year for each IRA owner. And that's why money talks, but planning pays.
This has been Money Talks with Chad Olivier.
It is now 5:27 and we are waking up on a much better note out there. We're not seeing any widespread dense fog, just some patches of fog. Not seeing anything too terribly dense except for east of I-55, but we are waking up to cloudy skies. 48 right now in New Roads. As we head through the day today, temperatures will warm into the low and mid 70s. We may have a shower creep in from the west later this evening, but rain chances really don't increase until overnight and into early Saturday. I'll time it out for you coming up in a few minutes. We'll see you then.
No, I canceled it all. Go.
Live and Baton Rouge proud. You're watching Local 33 News today.
Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you for choosing to wake up with us on NBC Local 33 News today. I'm Crystal Whitman.
And I'm Jaron Jordan. It's 5:30 on this Friday morning. We've made it to the end of the week. Meteorologist Ashley Ruiz joins us now with a look at our forecast for this Friday and what we can expect heading into the weekend. Ashley, good morning.
Hey, guys, good morning and happy Friday. This weekend, Jaron, I was telling you before the break, it's a mixed bag of weather this weekend. So today is going to kind of be a transitional day ahead of a cold front that will move in by tomorrow morning. So we're we're looking at increased winds out of the south, so you know what that means. It's going to be a bit more humid out there. We are going to have more clouds. It's not going to be bright and sunny. We'll have some clouds in the mix, but you can even see we're waking up to some lower clouds this morning. The good news is widespread dense fog is not an issue this morning, but we still have some areas of patchy fog. The dense fog is mainly east of I-55 down to a quarter of a mile in Bogalusa. So if you are traveling toward the North Shore, I would definitely add some extra time to your morning drive. Again, looking at the satellite, low clouds in the sky, not seeing anything in the way of rain just yet. Temperatures are currently in the 40s and 50s. New Roads 48 degrees, Baton Rouge 53, and Lafayette, one of the warmer spots, checking in at 60 degrees. So today, still going to be warm. It's going to be a bit more humid. Temperatures will be in the low and mid 70s. Rain chance really holds off at least until this evening, and even then we could squeeze out a shower, but the air is just not saturated enough right now to see anything heavy. So if anything does develop during the day, it's going to be brief and on the light side. If you are headed to Zoo Lights this evening, maybe just keep the umbrella with you because a brief shower could pop up, but the rain really holds off until overnight. So coming up in the full report, I will walk you through the Futurecast hour by hour and help you plan out your weekend as well. That's coming up in a few minutes. Jaron.
Okay, Ashley, thank you. As we wait for the FDA to decide whether to grant emergency use authorization for the Pfizer coronavirus vaccine, this morning Governor John Bel Edwards says he's optimistic about where we are in the process. NBC Local 33's Courtney Williams is live for us this morning outside of the state capitol with more on when that vaccine is expected in Louisiana. Hey, Courtney, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you guys. Well, Governor Edwards did talk about this vaccine for the state of Louisiana, and he said there is light at the end of the tunnel, but still ways to go before things get completely back to normal. So during his Thursday afternoon press conference, he did talk about how the vaccine will be distributed. He said health workers in the state could get shots as early as this weekend, and it's estimated that about 200,000 people could receive the first of 2 injections by the end of December. About 40% of that number would include residents and staff of nursing homes and other long-term care facilities.
Everyone is going to eventually obviously have the opportunity, and I do hope that everyone will take advantage of the opportunity they're going to have to be vaccinated. But because the vaccine is going to come in smaller amounts initially, it was necessary to establish priority groups for the first vaccinations.
The Louisiana Department of Health says the state will receive its first shipments of COVID-19 vaccines in the coming weeks, and vaccinating most of the state could go into well into next year. So if you want more information, we have everything you need to know on our website at brproud.com, or you can download our free BR Proud app. Reporting live at the state capitol, Courtney Williams, NBC Local 33 News.
Okay, Courtney, thank you. Officials in Gonzales have closed City Hall because of a coronavirus outbreak. Services are still available online. Residents can go to the city's website to make payments and access forms for utilities and business licenses. Those forms are also available for pickup and drop-off at the City Hall drive-thru there on Irma Boulevard. Officials say the building will remain closed until at least December 21st.
And New Orleans health officials also sounding the alarm this morning.